without fail, there are two things I always do to set the tone for the upcoming days. The first thing I like to do is plan and dream. And I usually do this by making either a mood board or a vision board. The second thing that I always do every single month is reflect. Reflecting is a really great way to close out the previous month. I usually like to reflect by making a monthly recap. That's where I write down all my favorite songs, books, different media that I was consuming that month, and I will also write down all of my memorable moments for that month too. For me, creating a mood board always starts with Pinterest. I like to gather pictures that inspire me and capture the energy that I want to manifest for the month, and I also like to search for quotes or phrases that speak to me. The best part about mood boards is that it allows you to get creative while still being really intentional. Right now, I'm putting everything into a document on Canva so that I can print out my photos, and I'm speeding through this part since I actually already made a step-by-step video on how to do it, so if you need help with this part, feel free to check that out later. Now that my mood board is all done on Canva, I'm going to send these photos to my local library, and then I'm going to head over there and print them out. Now that I have my pictures, I can finally start my mood board. With spring right around the corner, I chose bright and colorful photos to capture that feeling of renewal. Since it's been mostly rainy where I live, I've really been craving more sun and time outside, so honestly, in a way, I'm just living through these photos. The quotes I picked out this month are also meant to serve as encouragement and reminders to myself. I mentioned this in my last video, but February was not the greatest month for me. The rain and snow made it difficult to get outside and move my body, so instead I found myself inside, doom scrolling way too often, and that just never ends well for me. The good news is March has already brought in more sun, and I am slowly defrosting my winter blues. If you're new to this channel, this is one of my favorite tools for journaling. I love using a label maker to add texture to my pages. So I have this green roll right here, and I think I'm going to use this to write out March mood board or March vision board. I think it would look super cute just right at the top right here. I will link this below because this is just one of the best tools ever. It's really easy to take out too. I've seen some people say they have a hard time with this, but it's really easy. So this is the roll that you have. You want to make sure that the scissors and the top cutting portion are lined up so it looks just like this. Let me show you what it looks like not lined up. Okay, clearly not lined up. So make sure the scissors are right here. You insert the tape right in here. And you want this to go here. Put it in and then stick it in there. And then I press to lock it in. Okay. And then I like to go on the space bar and just start clicking. And then it should be coming out. See? Super easy. love how this turned out. I love all of the pink and the green, and I really like this quote right here. This one, it just spoke to me because I feel like a lot of the times as a creator, I am just talking into the void. I don't know, I just feel like I'm just one person in a sea of other really talented creators and artists, and I don't know, sometimes I feel like I can get lost in that. But I really love this reminder that you are the only you. Even you reading this, if you've ever felt like that, if you can relate to what I just said, just remember that even though there are so many other people, you know, who might be chasing the same dream as you or doing the same thing as you, there is nobody else in this whole entire world that can do it the way that you do it. Just no one can take that away from you. So I just wanted this to kind of be the center of my mood board. I also have this quote that says, "This moment is more precious than you think." And then lastly, I added this quote that says, "You have to believe, otherwise it will never happen." The quotes that I pick are usually things that I am struggling with or need reminders of, so that is how I chose these quotes for this month. In addition to making mood boards, I also like to plan out my goals for the month. I will usually write out 3 to 5 things that I want to accomplish. I wanted to quickly mention that the journal that I'm showing right now and the journal that I mainly show on YouTube is my creative journal, but I do have other private journals where I write more personal and more detailed goals too. Moodboarding is just one part of my monthly routine. As much as I love setting the tone for the month ahead, I also take time to reflect, both on what's past and also on what's to come. Here's how I like to do my monthly reflections. I feel like it would be really fun to head over to the coffee shop down the street, so I'm going to take you guys with me and we're going to do a little bit of journaling there as well. Making a monthly recap is my favorite way to reflect on everything that's happened in the past few weeks. It's a great way to close out the month and capture a snapshot of who you were at the time. For my recaps, I like to think back on some memorable moments, and I also take note of my favorites for the month. You can simply write out your reflections like I'm doing here, or you can turn it into a creative spread like I'm also going to do once we get back from the coffee shop. These are the doodles that I made at the coffee shop. I'm going to cut them out now. I just drew little pictures to represent a few of the memorable moments that I got to experience in February, and I think I'm actually going to do these last 2 pages off camera, but I'll come back and show you guys the final pages. a great time making these spreads with you guys. I hope that after watching this video, you feel a little bit more inspired to dream and reflect during this time of the month. If you're interested in watching more journal videos, feel free to check these videos out right here and I will meet you over there. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in my next one.